Gemini, welcome back to Ether Tarot if you're returning, and if you're new here, welcome. We're doing a general collective reading for you today, and we're starting with some tea leaves, so just take what resonates, leave the rest, and flip and switch the roles if you need to, but don't try and make anything fit. If it's not your story, just leave it alone. Okay, so your first card's out today. We've got the Firecracker, first card out, with excitement. So something's exciting. We've got family matters, so it could be, I know I'm kind of getting like maybe someone's pregnant and something to be excited about. Obviously that's not going to be for all of you, but it feels like an excitement with the family, some family matter, like maybe somebody in the family is pregnant. We've got a successful outcome to your problems with the key. We've got psychic ability, trust your intuition. So I feel like you're using your intuition to work through and getting the successful outcome with these problems. And we've got the sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So this is like an amazing lineup. Like, this is all flowing and this is like really upbeat. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got dealings or relationship with an older man. Now this older man could be a family member or a mentor type person in your life, somebody who cares about you, somebody you care about as well. It could even be a passed on loved one, like a father that may have already passed that's around you. All right, let's get into the tarot. What is exciting? Okay, we've got a Six of Wands in reverse. All right. What first comes to mind is you're excited that somebody else failed, which is very low vibrational. But I don't know. It's kind of, it also can be too that, you know, something didn't really like come through as planned. And but it's like it had a happy coincidental outcome, like you figured out, you know what, actually thank God that thing didn't pay off, because look at the change that it made in life. It's kind of like something wasn't successful for somebody else, that because obviously it's not exciting to fail in something that you were trying to do, but that you could be making a big change in your life where you don't have a lot of people supporting that change. But for you, you're glad you're finally going against the grain, and it is for your best interest. Like, it is, you know, other people might not like it, might not see it as something that's successful that they want to see in you, but it's going to be for your best interest, right? But, you know, we've got the Emperor in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords here. So it's like, yeah, somebody else does not want to see you move on and, like, leave them behind, move up in the world. Somebody wants to just kind of charge in and fight to keep you where you are stuck. And yet they're doing this behind your back. So it's like you've got this Emperor in reverse in your life. And they're sort of saying they want you to, you know, like they're saying all the right words. They're saying that, you know, they support you and whatever makes you happy, darling, and all this kind of a thing. But actually, they don't like it. They want you to stay small. They want you to stay weak. They want you to stay, you know, unhappy. And it's like this sneaky, deceptive, you know, attitude that they're actually taking. And it's, you know, it's passive aggressive for sure. Somebody who actually wants you to be unhealed, and which is for your downfall. But we've got the Judgment in reverse. It's like it's going to backfire on them. And this could have been this could be a time around like where you've maybe you're coming through a hard time where you've maybe not been able to work, or you've been out of work, or maybe you've been injured, or something has been kind of keeping you suppressed. And now you're excited to get back on that horse, to get back out there. Things have, you know, cleared up for you, or they're almost like you've done the healing, you've taken that rest, that time out for yourself, and now you're like, I know what I'm going to do. And yeah, you're pushing forwards, but this person's kind of like, their ego's all out here. This is like somebody who just, I don't like it. I don't like him. This is an energy too that it's like I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, you being around this person, like, you don't actually realize how much this person blocks you. They deliberately block you to keep you small, to keep you under the thumb. And I don't think you have been away from them long enough, or maybe have had enough distance from them to really realize how much they have, you know, rained on your parade. Somebody who wants to like take credit for your hard work, for your success. But yeah, look, see, you're the Fool in reverse. It's like you're ready. You can't wait to get back on that horse, to get back out there and get started again. But like this, it's making you feel like you're feeling a bit unprepared, like maybe this time off or the things that have changed. Something about it is you're nervous. You're nervous. Clarify the Six of Wands to the Fool in reverse. Justice in reverse. I don't feel like you're the one who's excited about somebody else's failure or lack of success. I think somebody else is, you know, excited about things not working out for you. Seeing you have hard times. There's a huge injustice here that's happened. It's caused like a lack of passion and desire for your life. You felt like you've gone backwards and you've needed financial support. So this is like where this Emperor in reverse loves to be, you know, feeling like they're in control. They, you know, you need them. It panders to their ego and their low self-esteem, which is kind of like the ego has built upon a low self-esteem for them to be narcissistic and passive-aggressive the way they are. But yeah, there's a Tower here and the Moon. So something is, I feel like you're planning to get back to getting some more money coming in, or you're planning on leaving them and going through a financial separation. But you're keeping this a secret that you're going to do this. You're keeping it a secret, or there are some things going on behind your back that's coming, you know. Someone's being secretive, and we've got this Queen of Pentacles in reverse out here. She has come out a few times in these Gemini readings. This secret, a couple readings ago, was all about the secret person, or this secret that's been hidden from you. And look, here she is again, and she's coming up under family matters. So I feel like this is not your energy. But obviously it's going to affect your family unit, your family happiness. If this is your energy, which I'm not really getting, this Queen of Pentacles is really just in this situation because she's, you know, she's after the money. But this could be you needing to be financially dependent on this Emperor in reverse during a time that you're sick or unwell or out of work or something like this, going through a rough patch. But more so, I see the Moon and the Tower, like there's some secrets, there's some things being hidden from you, and when you find these out, it's gonna just, everything's gonna come crashing down. And I feel like it's to do with this Emperor. You know, when you find out about the sneakiness, what he's been doing behind your back, or maybe you have found out and you're keeping it a secret what you know. and you're making a plan. You're planning to get out of a situation. With, you know, you're going to make an escape to do this, and maybe you're planning to, you know, go see a lawyer. I don't know, go back to work, get a new job. Maybe you're making plans and you're keeping your plans to yourself. You're not letting this Emperor know because you don't want them to sabotage things. So yeah. All right, let's have a look at this Queen of Pentacles. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, maybe this is your energy. But, I mean, you could be, with this Two of Wands, you could be planning what you're going to do about this Queen of Pentacles energy. Well, this Queen of Pentacles energy, she could be making a plan as well. She'd be making a plan around, you know, work, around money, around, yeah. There's some resistance to an ending coming in here. But, you know, like this Three of Swords in reverse, it's like, I feel like you've found out about a Queen of Pentacles, about somebody, you know, that Emperor that you've been seeing or with right now. You've found out about like a third party situation that he had with this Queen of Pentacles. So you're resisting kind of ending it, but you're keeping it a secret. You're keeping it to yourself right now, but you know about it, I think. Or you suspect it. And it's like he hasn't been honest about it. He hasn't been upfront about it. You don't want to have to make a decision, but I feel like you're going to. So you're planning on, you know, getting back to work, making some money, or starting a new project, something like this, which is going to help you get around, get out of the situation. But I feel like you're planning it out. Being smart. You're not being manipulative about it. You're being smart about it. Like you're needing to be strategic because of the position you're in right now. And this is because you've suffered an injustice here. This Queen of Pentacles could also be, let's see. Give me another clarify. This Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands. The High Priestess. Okay, so I don't feel like you have the evidence. You intuitively know. Like you're reading, you're picking up on the signs. People are acting a little not themselves, like she's not. She could be around you and you're kind of getting the feeling. You're reading into it, and maybe what you're planning is to get the evidence behind it. We've got a Knight of Pentacles in reverse to show up. So she could be with the Knight of Pentacles now, like maybe she cheated and the Emperor in reverse also cheated. This could be somebody you work with or you used to work with when you were working. Yeah, both of these people are toxic, both in the reverse, both very greedy, money orientated. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse also with the High Priestess. This is somebody who could be doing spell work, witchcraft on you. Wanting to take your place. Wanting to break up a family home. Yeah. This Emperor's coming out again. This Emperor has a lack of... You look at this manipulation. I feel like she and he are both manipulating a situation in the family. Like, wow. Like... But the funny thing is, it's like there's a lack of desire here. There's a lack of desire from... Okay, so maybe there's a lack of desire from this Emperor because it was like just a thing he did. That he wants to forget. But she's planning on coming forward. She doesn't like that she's not in control. He's manipulating the situation to stay in the past, to keep it like he's over it. he doesn't want to do it anymore. But man, this Emperor is, what a piece of work. What a piece of work. I mean, I feel like they've both done the dirty on their people. Hierophant in reverse. This, they both really bad. Yeah, the Lovers. Like, I feel like they've had, you know, like, they've had a bit of a side thing. This Emperor wants to just leave it in the past. This Queen of Pentacles, though, it's like she's planning revenge. She's planning some nasty, I don't know, she wants to break up a family, even though she's got this Knight of Pentacles. So she cheated and he cheated. She wasn't just a third party. She, yeah, but they're both as bad as each other, that's for sure. So I mean, this is the injustice too, and this is why something's so unsuccessful. I don't know, you could be finding out, just, yeah, he didn't give her what she wanted. She wanted money and power and domination, and, you know, to one up you, and the world of it. So I don't know, like, I feel like this, we've got the Strength in reverse, like a successful outcome to your problems. It's like there's very low confidence in this situation you're in. There's yeah, I feel like we've got a Six of Swords, which is somebody leaving. You know, mentally you've left a situation, even if you haven't physically gotten that boat and left yet. And then emotionally, with the Eight of Cups, emotionally you've left a situation as well. I feel like it could be a marriage, a Hierophant in reverse. You're just, you're changing. The future is changing. We got the Magician in reverse with this lineup, so it feels like you're being quite strategic about, I feel like you've mentally and emotionally left. You may not have physically gotten up and done it yet because you're needing to plan this out. You may have a bit of lack of confidence in making this move. I feel like you're kind of juggling when to do it, because you may need to, you know, get yourself healthy and well and financially stable to do it. I think this is why you're planning out, you know, when you can get back to work and that sort of thing, if you haven't been working, or, you know, making more money so that you can get ready for this move, because you're in this, you've got this Five of Pentacles here. So, but you've mentally and emotionally already left, even if you haven't physically left yet. Or maybe you have physically left and you're going through this, okay, successful outcome to your problem is leave the toxic mess in the past. She can have him if she wants him. But now we're struggling financially to, you know, or you're looking at, I mean, this is more in your future position. So I feel like this is the planning that's happening right now. You're planning to move away from these toxic energies. This, got a King of Wands in reverse. Like, I feel like this King of Wands in reverse is really good friends with the Emperor in reverse, like somebody that they have done this toxic mess with. I don't know. You're going after your dreams though, and you just want to go out on your own. Like you may not want to be with anybody. You don't want to like be in a relationship right now. So I don't know. Clarify the Strength in reverse. So you're not, but you're leaving one set of problems, and then you're going to need to tackle the next set of problems that come along, which is, you know, doing it on your own. So Page of Swords, I feel like you're getting the strength to talk about this, to voice what you know or how you feel, getting the courage to speak up. And we've got the Star card here. So I feel like you're speaking up about your dreams. You're in the Star energy. Here you are. You're not that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're this Queen of Cups. in the upright. Loving, nurturing, supportive, mothery. You could be a mother, or you're just very motherly. Look, you're avoiding a tower. You're going to avoid these fights. You're going to go out on your own, or you're maybe just taking that introspection now, like really getting a good grasp on circumstances. It's like I think you've sort of won the battle in your mind. You've realized a lot, and you're not kind of like letting yourself get triggered or whatever right now. I feel like you're going inward. You're very wise, and you're very, you're giving things a lot of thought. And look, you do have some growth. You do have some money, at least in the situation you're in right now. You do have support. But yeah, you've got these toxic energies around you. This Knight of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. We've seen the King of Wands in reverse. We've seen the Emperor in reverse. We've got the Queen of Pentacles out here in reverse. Like, these people around you are just, you do not resonate with them. But they're feeding off your light. You're in the star energy. They're all... But I don't feel like you're confident within yourself. Or you're not confident with like going after your dreams. Or speaking up about what you want. But I feel like you're about to overcome this. Like starting to, especially with this hermit mode, you're avoiding... You're not being drawn into what they're doing. So it could be a lot of pressure, like peer pressure, even though I don't feel like you're young, you're not in like your teenage years or anything, that kind of peer pressure. But we still all have peer pressure with our friends and family, pushing us into what they want us to do. But I don't feel like you're adapting to them. You're in the star energy, they're not. You intuitively know what these people are about. Like, you can read right the way through it. So I feel like you're really going inward, and that's where you're getting this healing. But you're still needing to build up this strength, this courage to leave them all behind. You've got your defenses up. Your heart's not in it with them anymore. You have no passion or love for the circumstances of how they want you to live your life, to do the things that they are doing. So these could have been friends and things that, I don't know, maybe you used to party with. They live a really toxic lifestyle, and you're just not about that anymore. You're not even conflicted about how you feel about it. You're very clear about how you feel about it. But this is a huge group of people. This could have been your whole social group. A lot of your, the majority of your friends are still all in this toxic environment, but you're pulling your power back from this. So it can be quite a lonely time, a lonely feeling of going it alone, because, you're literally having to reshape not just yourself and your way you live and your belief systems, but, change your whole friend group, change your whole, the people around you, what you've always been used to. And like this Queen of Cups is extremely loyal and forgiving and accepting, and you are that way. So it's a struggle to go, look, I love you, and you go do what works for you, but it doesn't work for me. You don't want to write everybody off, but you don't want them to pressure you to do what you don't want to do anymore, or I don't know, you don't want to be included in that, but you also don't want to feel like an outcast. But here it's feeling that way with this Five of Pentacles. It's feeling a bit cold and lonely, especially in the beginning. But look, you've got this psychic ability, and you really need to trust it, so that you're being led away from them. You're being led to a different place, to different people, and you're being guided. So clarify this Five of Pentacles. Judgment. Yeah. You're getting your karma, and they're getting their karma. So, like, now, I feel like you could be meeting a new emperor. Or the emperor that you were leaving behind has decided to pull their bootstraps up and actually, like, give back to you in a better way. Because it's like you gave them the cutoff. You gave them the, you know what, I'd rather be alone than deal with this shit. So, you've pulled back your power and you've said no. You're just like a clear no. And so look, now he's showing up in the upright after a few shuffles, but he may be pulling his freaking head in and stopping creating this conflict and fighting for you. You're just not going to have any part of it. Like, you've gotten to the point where you're really clear what you will and won't tolerate and who you will and won't have around you. And you will take yourself out even if you're alone and out in the cold. You'd rather that than be around, you know, all this, you know, lack of desire, lack of, yeah. Look, you're just cutting it out. Two of Swords, walking away. You have no passion and desire for staying in this circumstance anymore. You're just not going to deal with it. So he either loses a really good thing, or he pulls his head in, or you're meeting a new emperor who is in the upright and not toxic in the reverse, which is highly likely, because it's not an easy feat. It's not an easy decision to do what you're doing. You're getting, I feel like, a lot of attention, and maybe this is like kind of throwing you off a little bit. This attention that you're getting, this star energy that you're in, chasing your dreams, maybe like the attention and everything, all eyes on you, whether it be like social media or in a platform, or just, you know, a lot of the people you know, like, that are coming towards you now, that are shining on you, wanting to be around you. This could be making you feel a little uncomfortable. But yeah, clarify this Five of Pentacles to the Judgment. Yeah. I feel like their judgment is you leaving. And your judgment is, you know, getting away. Like, your karma is getting away from it. And that is theirs as well. Losing you, losing your shine, losing your energy and your light. So yeah, there's an ending. And look, we've got a King of Pentacles coming in here. And he's in the upright. You could have talked about what you know is happening, or heard through the grapevine about what happened between this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, what she's done. You could have spoken up about something you found out that was going on between the two of them, or like what she did behind the scenes within her family. This could be, she could be a family member too to you. I don't know, I'm not getting that. You could be talking to this King of Pentacles about what you know, and he's feeling betrayed and stabbed in the back, so he's leaving the situation. He's bringing in judgment about the fact that she was juggling him. The truth is coming out, this King of Swords. You could be meeting this King of Pentacles, and you've both been through a very similar past where you were cheated on and he was cheated on. Very similar, like, yeah. You might not be coming into union in a relationship. You could be coming into union as friends that have been through a similar thing. Hangman. Something that's had you, you know, both feeling really strung up. I think you two working together, you two you know, sharing your, you know, it's like you both have these intuitive, like Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but heavy Cancer. Very intuitive people. Very intuitive. So I feel like this King of Pentacles has very intuitive abilities as well. Like maybe you've both felt like something was off and maybe you swapped notes a little bit. This King of Pentacles for some of you could have been somebody you worked for before you got ill or sick or injured or whatever created this hard time. I feel like for some of you, you know, like getting sick or injured or whatever and the inability to work, it sucks from the one hand, but at the other hand, on the other flip side of it, it was like, in a way, I feel like you wanted and needed a break as well. So there could have been a bit of excitement to where you were like, oh, you know, it's like the universe lets you lie in bed or sit at home and just like have a bit of a rest up. And it was out of your hands and that you had to, like you were forced to. Even though injustice in that, you know, like you weren't prepared for it, come out of the blue, could have been a car accident or something like that, you know, unavoidable anyway. But you may have actually welcomed the break, the time off as well to, you know, really get, and I feel like in the, you know, backwards kind of a way, it allowed you to be around, to be able to psychically pick up on what was really going on behind your back on these secrets. You could like be around during the day where you normally wouldn't be. And maybe this Queen of Pentacles was coming around during the day when you weren't home. And your partner could have been working from home and then she couldn't come around. Or if she did, you know, you intuitively picked up on the dynamic being off. And so, yeah, truth's coming out now. Right, so you've, Two of Cups. Yeah. There's a huge tower coming in here, and I feel like it's coming in for somebody else because you're going into a new partnership and we got the Emperor again. Something stable. I feel like you're doing something together, like this new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start is something you're doing in like, you're not doing it on your own. You're doing it with your partner or a partner, whether it be your relationship person or somebody new that you're meeting, or your current existing partner, or even just like a friend that you're creating a partnership with. Let's see. Clarify this. Two of Cups. Something that's stable and secure. Something you're wanting to hold on to. You're wanting to hold on to this person. And I feel like they're wanting to hold on to you as well. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you know, I just keep getting this as back and forward because on the one hand, you're like, you've mentally and emotionally disconnected and left a situation. On the other hand, I feel like you want to hold on to this person. You're resisting the change. You're resisting the ending. You're resisting going away. It's like it's a huge uprooting. It's a huge, it's going to change your whole life. It's just, we're still seeing the moon, and like somebody's really overburdened by these secrets. It's like you're resisting walking away from something. You intuitively know something's off and it's wrong. It's overburdening you, these secrets. It's overburdening you or somebody. But you wish you didn't know what you knew. You wish you could like put it out of your mind, but maybe you've tried to. Maybe you've tried to put what you know out of your mind and out of your heart, but it's still here. It just keeps showing up. It's weighing on you. Something is weighing on you. And now it could have been that you did leave and it's still weighing on you. So yeah, the 7 of Swords in reverse, like I feel like it's something that was done to you in the past, but it's like when the trust is broken, it doesn't just pop back. Especially if the person that broke your trust, isn't even upfront about it. Like they're keeping secretive about it. They're not coming forward with it. Maybe you've been waiting for that to happen. And so now you're kind of like, well, I'm going to be strategic about my plans, about where I'm going, about what I'm doing in my future. But we've got this 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you could be coming up with this new creative idea. This is in your future position, this new venture. But it may not make any money in the beginning. But it's a project you're doing with somebody that can create some stability. But right now there isn't going to be any stability in the beginning. No money coming in from it, no stability with it in the beginning. But that's like most things, right? And what they say, like something like 80% of new businesses fail in the first year. Like it's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. It's going to require some commitment and a lot of passion. You could be meeting somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, so you've gone out of like a comfortable lifestyle, but you would rather be with somebody that you had a lot of love for, a lot of compassion and connection with, and not nothing, but not a lot. You'd rather have that love in your life and that connection and commitment in your life with the right person than you would having a nice lifestyle with the wrong person. So, yeah, like equal give and take. Not a great lifestyle, not a lot of money, but you've got like a good flow between the two of you. Somebody that understands you, really gets you as a person. So, somebody you want to hold on to, like really hold on to. Give me another one for this 2 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be coming into union with yourself as well. This may not be another person. This could be you really like aligning well with yourself and your higher self, your spirit team. With this Hermit energy, or this feels kind of solo. Maybe you've both been maybe you've been in a connection, like you've been in a marriage or a partnership or a long-term relationship, and even though you're with this person, you feel alone. Like you don't feel like they really get you. You've been feeling alone in a relationship. You've been feeling isolated, not fully isolated, like you've got people around you and you feel disconnected and alone inside that. It's like being in a room full of people and feeling all alone. So, alright, I'm going to leave it there because this just keeps going around and around. Something could be, with this truth coming out, a truth that comes out could make you feel really stuck and unhappy. I feel like somebody gave another chance. Like maybe went into a period of separation and then came back and gave somebody another chance. And so it's a bit like on and off. But during this time of separation, this Queen of Pentacles shows up. And now that broken trust, it's like on top of the fact that there were already problems, this is added to that. So it's been this on again, off again thing for a lot of people here. But also you learned during that time of separation, like what it's going to take for you to be out there on your own, supporting yourself. So, you know, it's like you're choosing your problems, but I feel like you're choosing heart over, like you're choosing, you know, love and peace and, you know, like that emotional fulfillment over lifestyle. That's where you're going to with this. But whether you have physically left or not, you have mentally and emotionally left that behind. And so maybe you are trying to rebuild the trust right now. It's very hard though to rebuild on top of like secrets and lies and deception, and with somebody that hasn't necessarily changed, who hasn't come to their own realizations. So yeah. All right, let's see. Somebody could be trying to go back to the job that they couldn't work at for a while, like for their sickness or their injury or whatever it happened, and maybe they can't go back to that job anymore because there's been too much time off. Maybe that position's been filled and replaced. So we've got the answers you need are coming, full moon and Gemini, your card, and hold your vision, fixed moon. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, I feel like this has been dragging out. This has been going on for a while, on, off, on, off, on, off. And you're getting crystal clear now. You're getting that clarity, but you still have low confidence in yourself with the Strength in reverse. So you're overcoming these problems, but you're still dealing with your own self-confidence. But I feel like when you get away from these toxic energies too, like that confidence is going to build a lot quicker without people like putting you down. So hold your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. If you are being stubborn, are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging in your heels. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attuned to the moon, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card: staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. The teaching: In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn. So anything that is just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Yeah, there's something here you could be being quite stubborn about, which is what's having things hang on longer than, they're expired past the expiry date. Okay, let's read full moon in Gemini though. The answers you need are coming. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you are inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of that old, very non-Gemini message: least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it, your word is your wand. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. I was getting the whole way through that for somebody, you need to make sure that you're having these conversations when you're sober and not when you've had a few drinks. These really important conversations need to be done sober. You can't be drinking and then it all starts coming up and getting emotional, and then those are the only times you talk about it, when you're overly emotional and you don't really have your head about you. That's not for everybody, but I was feeling that strong. Like somebody's not sober when they're bringing up the stuff. And that's why things are going around and around, because they're getting too heated. Things are getting out of control. And then your words aren't hitting right too, because somebody is writing it off to, oh, she's always like this when she's drunk, or he's always like this when he's drunk. They get over emotional when they're drinking, and then they don't take to heart what you're really saying. They don't give you the respect or give your how you're feeling and thinking. It's not given the respect it deserves because of the delivery, the manner it's delivered. So I just felt like I needed to say that. So talk and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event, such as the full moon in Gemini. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. Yeah, I feel like too, somebody may be saying too much, like they're just blurting out everything they think and feel, and they're not being, structured about how things are landing, because, if you just blurt it all out, it's like you've got to think about what is the result you want to achieve. Like, what is it you truly are trying to communicate? How you feel, what the problems are. But if you're doing it in a way that's just like blurted, and that person gets offended, and the defense systems straight away come up and they stop listening and they stop hearing you, and then it just turns into a fight and you don't achieve the outcome you want to achieve. So I feel like somebody could be, one, drinking, or, not sober when they're bringing it up, or they're just communicating when they get triggered and emotional. They're not doing it when, when they're calm and they've got their head about them. And this is so it could be how you're saying what you're saying, like how the delivery is coming across. Could also be that, and the fact that like the time and the place thing, like how because then you're going to get frustrated with, like, oh, I've said this a million times and you're still not listening, you're still not hearing me. And it's like, instead of repeating yourself and still being frustrated with the same problems, maybe stop, like schedule that time, take the time to sit down and talk about it while sober, while not triggered, while you're calm and collected, and do it in a way that doesn't flare up and trigger the other person, so that what you say, it gets through. And then if you're still ignored, if then what you say doesn't make any difference or any changes, then you've done your best. You can sleep well at night knowing that you tried, you communicated, they heard you, and you've done your best. So yeah, because you also don't want to feel like you're expressing yourself and you're just not getting through, you're not being heard. You don't want to be doing something in a way where it just frustrates you further. Like you're frustrating yourself because you think back on it later and you're disappointed in how you were, knowing you could do better. Like sometimes we say things and then we consider it all later and we're like, I didn't really mean to say it like that. I've just turned into the person that, the problem I have with them is I'm turning into that person myself with how I handled it or something. You know what I mean? It's a nicky feeling. So, you want to demand better of somebody else, you've got to keep that high standard yourself. Otherwise, we just become the same. So, anyway, I hope those messages were useful. This is your reading, Gemini. I hope it resonates and you got some good points out of it. Anyway, if you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this community to grow. Really appreciate all the feedback, the confirmations, comments, subscribes, likes. So thank you for the support, and I'll be back in 4 days with another reading for you. So stay tuned, take care until we talk again. Bye for now.